Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans. I was thinking about the mystery, the summer whodunit, and now Hollis is the next victim, and I was thinking about what would the consequences be for the person who did this, for the culprit. We don't know who it is, there's plenty of suspects, but whoever did this, there's no going back from this at this point. And that's really compelling to me. It's compelling because whoever did this, their character in a way is ruined, right? Not in a way, they would be, because now you have two victims, someone's responsible for this, because whoever did this, it wasn't an accident, right? There maybe could have been some plausible deniability there if, say, Poppy was just trying to incapacitate Tom, but didn't want it to go as far as it did. But now with the second incident with Hollis, we know now that it was intentional. Of course, we knew that before, but you know, there's no gray area now. There's someone out there doing this intentionally. And so whichever character is doing that, that character is kind of ruined. So there's going to be some serious consequences to that character. If it was Poppy, no one's going to look at Poppy the same way, right? No one's going to look at Lee or Jack. Justin, right? And that's the thing about Justin. If Justin is doing this, what would be his motive, you know? And would the show want to tarnish Justin that way? Or Jack or Lee or Poppy? Sheila's the only character that comes to mind that you could probably put this on her resume, right? And it probably wouldn't hurt her too much because Sheila's always been able to land on her feet and reinvent herself. And of course, she's going through a redemption story right now. So I don't think that Sheila is the person who did this, okay? I don't think Sheila's the culprit, but Steffi's certainly gonna believe that that's the case. And so is Lee, it looks like. And there's, now that you have a second victim with Hollis, there's going to be a criminal investigation. So we're going to see Chief Baker on the scene. And we saw Steffi talking on the phone to Chief Baker, right? And so there's going to be an accusation. And of course, Steffi is going to accuse Sheila of having done this. But that could be a wild goose chase, right? If everybody's assuming that it's Sheila, then the real culprit is out there, right? And so it looks like Lee too. Lee has, you know, an axe to grind, right, with Sheila too. So you have two people who are disgruntled with Sheila that are going to immediately assume that Sheila did it. But I think we, the fans, you know, saw Sheila's reaction when she screamed. That seemed like a pretty a real scream to me. So if Sheila did this and she's just putting on a performance, that's a possibility, okay? Because we know the lengths that Sheila will go to, right, with her toe. And Deacon was asking Sheila where she was that night and why she was spending so much time. So that could indicate that Sheila was up to something, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, if Sheila's doing this, it's kind of petty. And what would her motive be to get rid of Tom? What would her motive to be to get rid of Hollis? Whoever did this, the motive to get rid of Hollis is so that Hollis doesn't find out the truth. Somebody wants to keep the truth a secret, and it looks like that truth is the true paternity of Luna, right? If it's Tom, somebody wants to keep Luna, Poppy, and Bill together, it seems. But who and why, right? We saw Jack tell Finn the other day that there isn't anything he wouldn't do, right, for Poppy. So it's interesting, but a crucial piece of evidence is going to go missing this week, and I'll have spoilers up tomorrow, okay? So look for that, and we'll go into this more. But it looks like there's a crucial piece of evidence is going to go missing, and Baker is going to arrest Sheila. So the piece of evidence could be Tom's backpack, right? We'll have to see if that's what it is, but it's really you know, interesting and compelling to think about. If it's one of the characters on canvas, then whoever did this, their character's kind of ruined because Hollis was beloved. You know, fans loved Hollis. So whoever did this is responsible for Hollis's death. And no one's going to look at that character the same way again. Same thing with Tom. Tom was only here for a short time, but people really liked Tom, right? Played by Clint Howard. It was delightful. It was fun to see him. And now he's gone, and Hollis is gone. Hollis has always been around. And so Il Giardino is a little lonelier these days, right? Without Hollis there, right? And Deacon now has lost a friend in Hollis and two friends in Tom, right? Tom helped, Finn and Deacon find Sheila. So now Deacon now has lost two of his friends, two of his employees. I feel bad for Deacon, and so, it's going to be Deacon and Sheila now, unless, of course, the show's probably going to cast some more people to bring in, but Il Giardino without Hollis is going to be kind of strange, because he's always been there, right? We didn't see him every day, but he was always there. Now he's gone, and whoever did this is responsible, right, for taking Hollis away from us. So that character is not going to be looked at very fondly, right? Not at all, with fondness, not at all. So you're kind of ruining the character. So there's going to be serious consequences for whoever did this, right? And on the show, and of course in the minds of the fans too. There's no going back from this, right? Whoever did this, there's really no redemption from this, I don't think, okay? And if it does turn out to be Sheila, that would be really unpredictable in my opinion, because I think that the show is trying to show us that it's not Sheila, but then it could be Sheila, and then we will all feel kind of, like, why did I see that in the beginning, But Deacon's also going to think this week that it's more than a coincidence that two employees, at his restaurant are now dead, okay? So there's going to be a criminal investigation. Looks like Deacon might try to do some investigating. There's going to be scenes at the hospital where Lee and Finn, of course, they're going to find out that it was the same substance that, was used on Tom, was used on Hollis. So we know we have someone out there. There's a perpetrator out there, and there's definitely a mystery going on. It's going to be a criminal investigation. But whoever did this, whichever the characters, there's no coming back from this, right? Their character's kind of ruined. So let me know what you think about that idea. Which character do you think the show would be willing to kind of destroy that character? Or is the suspect someone we haven't seen yet? We have to keep that in mind too. Maybe whoever is doing this is someone we haven't seen, but whoever went to Il Giardino that night when the power was out and Hollis said, "What are you doing here?" Hollis recognized that person too. So that's something we need to keep in mind too, okay? But it's going to be an exciting week. I'll have another video tomorrow about spoilers for this coming week, so look for that. And I will see you in the next video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.